Marketing That Works is the podcast for business owners who want to move their brand forward so that they can bring in more sales and clients. I'm Danielle Harris, and I'm bringing you what I know from more than 12 years of experience in traditional and online marketing. I have created marketing strategies for businesses of all sizes, from multi-million-dollar corporations to early-stage online businesses. Remember, some marketers chase fads. I believe in mastering the fundamentals. You're really good at what you do. And that's why marketing is so hard. Here's the thing. I've worked with people who have been working in their field for years, people who have climbed the corporate ladder and become senior leadership, or people who have taken skills that they learned in one area and started to apply them in another, like people who worked in education but shifted to online businesses, or even people like me who have multiple degrees in their field of study, have years of experience, and now want to take all of that and use it to grow their business. And I mean, you would think that because of the degrees, the years of experience, the amazing transferable skills, it would then be easy to market and grow your business to get clients. But I found that these are the people that struggle, not because they are just bad at marketing, but because they are so good, people don't realize that the brilliant advice that they are giving is actually relevant for them. So what I see happening is that even though everything that they're saying in their content is technically correct, the content that they create just really doesn't seem to work. People aren't booking calls, and they're left questioning why people who seemingly have less experience are able to get clients easier than them. Now, if you listen to that and you're just like, yep, that's me, then today you're going to want to listen to this episode, because I'm going to walk you through why you're not connecting with the people in your audience with the words you're using in your marketing. And I'm going to break down the things that you can do to fix it so you can start getting clients excited to work with you. So I think the best way for me to really describe what I'm talking about here is to give you an example. Now, for the longest time, I considered myself someone who had big goals and zero follow through. I'd make plans for days, give a step-by-step breakdown of what needed to happen. But then when the time actually came for me to do said plan, I'd just sit there and I'd do nothing. And if you were to ask me what my issue was, I'd just say I was lazy. Like, I had ambition that was greater than the effort I was willing to put in. And honestly, I just needed to get myself to working harder. Like, that's how I would describe my problem. Now, if you are a mental health professional, a life coach, leadership coach, anything along those lines, and you heard what I was telling you, and then you also saw my career and achievements and all the things that I'd done, you'd know that, this girl isn't lazy. She's a perfectionist. A procrastination perfectionist, to be exact. But there is no way that I would ever describe myself as that. Because in my head, a perfectionist was just always actively buzzing around doing all the things and all the tasks, and everything had to be done exactly the right way, and they were always getting on other people for not doing things the exact right way up to their standards. And for me, I saw myself not doing anything. Like, how could I be a perfectionist if I wasn't even working on tasks that I said that I wanted to do? So even though for years I saw content talking about, like, if you're a perfectionist, do this, or how to overcome your perfectionist tendencies, or how I run my business as a recovering perfectionist, like, none of those things ever connected with me because I didn't see myself that way. So what actually got me to see that I am, in fact, a perfectionist and not someone who's lazy and can't seem to accomplish everything I want? Well, it was a post that I saw from the Harvard Business Review on Instagram. Now, this post didn't lead with perfectionism. It led with the habits and the actions that I was actually doing, describing things the way that I was saying them. It literally said, often sees yourself as lazy, not able to complete project, has great ideas that you're not acting on. And I was like, yep, that's me. The Harvard Post hit me with the congratulations, you're a procrastinator perfectionist. And I was like, oh, that's it. That's me. That's what it is. And so I tell you this because my story isn't unique. Like, I'm not unique in the fact that I see marketing content all the time and I'm just like, nope, they aren't talking to me. Delete the email, scroll past the post. But in fact, the post was talking directly to me all along. I just wasn't connecting it. And this disconnect happens with your marketing for one main reason. You're good at what you do. You know the answer to the problem your people are having. You can't help but to just name it and solve it because you see it coming from a mile away. You know exactly what it is, you know exactly what things are going to help, and you're just like, here's a solution. And you do that because you see this all the time. You're just like, I'm saving you time, getting straight to the point. I want to help you. Here's how I can help. I don't know why this example is coming to mind, but think about if you were a landscape and lawn expert and you were telling people about soil pH levels. Like, I don't know why this is coming to mind, but like, let's go with it. And all the content that you want to make is about how to help people get better lawn pH and talking about things to add to the lawn and a better lawn care cycle and all these things that keep a lawn nice and green and healthy. Because that's the problem they have. Most of your clients have a pH problem. But your people don't realize that. They're like, I keep watering my grass and it's still yellow. How do I get my grass green? They aren't looking at your pH content because they don't even realize they have a pH problem. And so this lawn person, this lawn business owner, they are talking about the exact right topic. It is highly relevant, but they aren't talking about it in a way that their ideal people will even realize that this content is perfect for them. This is what's happening in your content. You're talking to the exact right people and you're talking about the exact right topics. Your people just don't realize that you're talking to them. Not yet, anyway. And it's because you have such deep knowledge of the problem and are so clear about how to solve it, your person, they just really haven't caught up to you yet. So, how do you make sure your audience realizes that the content you're creating is actually for them? You have to be way more descriptive about what your people are experiencing before you offer them up a label or a solution, because they won't realize it or believe that you're talking to them if you jump the gun too fast. Now, I know that we were just talking about like lawn industry, but like let's get into a more like coaching industry example. Let's say that you're a life coach and what you say in your marketing all the time is that you help people become more confident to live the life that you want. Right? So you're talking to them about like what happens when you're not confident and how gaining confidence will help them in their career and in their dating life and in their business. All great things. Only problem is that your people don't see themselves as someone with a confidence problem. Like I was saying before, like as a life coach, your knowledge is so deep, but your audience, like they aren't on the same page as you. Your person is thinking, I'm a confident person. My problem is that I just keep dating the wrong person. Or I'm a confident person. My problem is just that my career is going nowhere. Or I'm a confident person. My issue is just that I just can't seem to get big collabs like other people in other businesses. And now you as a life coach, you're thinking, you're literally describing confidence problems, but that's not how your audience sees it. So it is your job in your marketing to be way more descriptive. And here's what I mean by descriptive. Your marketing needs to mention the exact actions your people are taking. If they think that their career is going nowhere, your marketing needs to talk about how they are sitting in their car for a full 5 minutes before forcing themselves to go out and go to work. You need to talk about how at first they would show up to work right at 9 a.m., but then 9 a.m. turned into 9:05, which then turned into 9:10, then 9:20. And now you're so over the job that your boss just better be happy that you showed up at all. That's how dead end your career feels. That level of description is going to show people like, oh, they get it. Like they must have helped someone with that exact same problem because that is me. I cannot get myself out of bed, or I cannot get myself out of the car, or I just keep going there later and later and later because I just can't bring myself to go to work. That level of description, that's what's going to get people to say like, oh, maybe whatever they're going to say next is for me. Like with me and realizing I'm a perfectionist, I needed that description because otherwise I would have just skipped the post. You have to be descriptive and meet your person where they are at in your marketing. I remember when I was working with a business coach client of mine, and she told me that her people are frustrated with the growth of their business. And I asked her, what does that mean for them to be frustrated? And she looked at me like I was so stupid and looked at me like, frustrated, fed up, like, what else do you mean? And then I pushed her a bit more. And I was like, what are the things that your people are doing to show that they are frustrated? She thought about it for a minute and she gave me a list. Like she gave me a breakdown of, oh, they're looking at their IG post and they're refreshing it over and over again, hoping that someone's going to like the post or make a comment. And then they feel sad when just nothing changes or the numbers like only increase a little bit of the number of views and that type of thing. She told me how, oh, they're sending emails and they're not getting any clicks. And so they're disappointed and frustrated with that. Or she told me that, oh, they're frustrated because they're not getting any sales calls booked, even though they've been posting really consistently for weeks and weeks. And I was like, that is getting way more descriptive than just saying you're frustrated with the growth of your business. One of the things that I teach my clients when I work with them one-on-one is how to do this, how to dig deeper, how to get more specific, how to break down the actions and the thoughts that their ideal clients are having, so that when that ideal person does see their marketing, they realize that, oh, yep, this is relevant to me. I see what they're talking about, and something in here could be helpful for me and the things that I'm going through. Once you start getting more descriptive in your marketing, you'll notice something interesting happening. People will move through stages of understanding what they need. This is what we call the awareness funnel. And understanding it will help you create content that meets people exactly where they are. The awareness funnel is how you get people who know nothing about you or the problems that they have all the way to knowing, oh, this is the problem, and I know that exactly working with this person, that's going to be the solution and solve everything for me. So there are 5 stages to this funnel. There's unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and most aware. So let's dig a little bit into this awareness cycle. Now, unaware is when people are just going along, not even realizing that what they are experiencing is a problem. This could be someone who just assumes that all jobs suck and don't pay well, or going back to that long example from before, everyone in our neighborhood has yellow grass in the summer. Like that's just the way it is. That is unaware. Then you have problem aware. This is when it becomes clear that the situation a person is in is actually not what they want. Like, keep going with this long example. I don't know why we're going here, but I'm very into lawns right now. But sticking with that example, let's say someone new moves into the neighborhood and their lawn is now green all the time. And someone's like, oh, I thought that all the lawns in this area were just always yellow when the summertime. What's up with that? Maybe I do have a problem. Maybe there is something that I need to change. Like that is becoming problem aware. Now at this point, they just know that something isn't right. They know that their grass is yellow. It shouldn't be yellow because someone else has a green lawn. But they actually at this point don't know what to do about it. That takes us to our next step, which is solution aware. Now, solution aware is where most businesses hang out. This is where our lawn care person was hanging out and talking about the pH levels. It's not until this point that your audience is like, oh, pH is the issue. Or going back to the life coach before, it would be like, oh, confidence is my issue. They weren't realizing that before this point right here. The solution, like, oh, work on my confidence. Oh, work on my pH. Now, this next stage is product aware. This is when our homeowner, they're just like, yes, I know I've got a pH problem, but what are the things that are out there that are going to help me solve it? Being product aware is learning about all the products that are out there, the pros and the cons of each. Maybe one product is a one-time solution that you spray on the grass and it gets fixed, but maybe another product is a multi-step process, but it will work for years. All of these things are realized in this product aware stage. So now that our person knows that they have a problem, they know that there is a solution, and they've seen different products that can solve it, the last stage is most aware. This is where people are looking at your sales page over and over again. They're looking at reviews. They know and have done a lot of research, and they just need a little bit more information before they go to that checkout page. Now, this is the stage where if, like, say you're a product-based businesses, you'd be giving out free samples. Or if you're in the service space, like you're giving a free consultation or a workshop, and you're doing all this so that you can answer any and all the questions or concerns that someone might have. Now, you might be listening and just like, okay, all these 5 steps, that sounds like a lot to be able to take people from beginning to end. And here's the thing, moving through this funnel, it goes so much faster the more descriptive you are, the more you highlight the actions that someone is taking. One piece of content can take someone from unaware to problem aware to solution aware simply by making it clear that you know the situation that your person is in right now and that something exists to solve it. Being descriptive and talking about those nitty gritty details does so much to speed up this process. Understanding this process helps you to better leverage your deep knowledge and direct it to creating the kind of content that will get people to realize that, yep, working with this person, that's exactly what I need. Most of the clients that I work with, they come to me and they're just like, but I need a sale now. So they want to jump straight to the sales generating content, not realizing that the people in their audience right now, they need to become more problem aware. Or maybe it is that they are problem aware, but they need to know more about the unique solution that you have. Understanding these awareness stages explains why you, someone with so much brilliant expertise, just struggles to convert people with your content. You're creating great content, but it's not matching where your audience is in their journey. In my one-on-one marketing and messaging program, I help you take your years of expertise where you're able to quickly see what someone's problem is from a mile away and help you turn it into marketing content that proves that you're the best choice because you are meeting your people where they are at. Because I bet what's happening right now for you is that if you're a money coach, you're dropping these amazing gems, but only other people in the money space are just eating it up, thinking that it's brilliant. They're sharing it and they're making contents. But those other money coaches, they aren't your audience. The people your coaching would be perfect for, crickets. They're not responding. I've had clients who had that exact same issue. Other life coaches or other career coaches were enjoying the content, but not their ideal client. After learning how to, in great detail, create marketing content that could describe the exact situation their person was in, their business changed. They were booking more sales calls, and all because my clients could now show their audience that they were in fact speaking directly to them and had a solution for their problem. If you're ready to have people start noticing your content, let's work together in the blueprint. I'll show you how simple tweaks can take your content from being overlooked to converting clients, all because people realize that you're the one that they need to work with. Go to the show notes and book a call today. All right, y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon. If you want more marketing that works right in your inbox, head to the show notes and sign up for the email list. You'll be the first to know how you can work with me on mastering your marketing.